gonna play a game.
Okay.
Socks with sandals, like Birks, or barefoot Crocs.
Oh my god, 100% socks with sandals.
Okay.
Yeah, socks with sandals. I've never been, acquainted with any Crocs
Yet.
I'm open.
Yeah.
I'd try a Croc.
Open
once.
to Croc.
Yeah, I'm open to Crocs.
Croc
I love
curious.
this.
I'm Croc curious.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
That's
that in my
it.
profile. Bee's Knees. What a good name. Because your name is?
B. Yeah. I know. Hilarious. It is.
It's very clever and not narcissistic at all.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, don't let
Thank
anyone
you.
tell you it is. So tell me more about Bee's
Yeah.
Knees. What do you do?
I upcycle and I make zero waste items. I mainly use like vintage and like recycled fabrics and then like pre-loved bits.
Yeah.
I make new life
Yeah.
from old things basically.
There's a lot of talk about sustainability
Yeah.
these days and
Yeah.
like what that means, and obviously greenwashing and companies trying to tell you that they're sustainable is one thing.
It's a huge thing.
But as a consumer now, the default answer is I thrift.
Yeah, literally.
But
yeah.
thrifting also can be wasteful if you're just buying more than you need.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just as unsustainable if you're just massively buying and buying and buying and consuming just to then back it up by saying, but it was on Vinted.
Yeah.
Of course, it's still great.
Yes.
But it's, we got to be a little bit more conscious about how we're doing it. Do you know what I mean?
And I like that you're so inventive. Like looking at your outfit today, it's very inventive.
Thanks. Well, thank you very much.
Cool.
Thank.
And so what was the first thing you ever made? Do you remember?
God, you know what? It was like literally so long ago. I think basically it's kind of why I started to teach myself how to sew, is because I was like, I want to combine all of the things that I love. Definitely have quite an eclectic like fashion sense, if you know what I mean. So I put all the genres in. Love the rave scene.
Yeah.
I also love like the cuteness of cottagecore, streetwear, but also like this mad avant-garde vibe.
Yeah.
And I just think putting it all together is so fun. But I feel like I just started off really super basic and was just like, ooh, I can crop it and put a frill on it. And then I was just like, ooh, but one frill's not enough. And then, do you know what I mean? Kind of like went kind of extreme on it. It's kind of just whatever sparks me at the time,
And what materials you have to work with.
Yeah.
Lace or knit?
I was going to say lace.
Yeah, you're more lace.
I think I'm
You've
more
got a lace
lace.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I like slinky.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like a slink.
Yeah.
Like,
Is that a technical term now?
I don't know why when I said it sounded like a racial slur, but you've got great textures on your clothes, which is like something that, we were talking about earlier, that I just never know how to use texture, and I think so many people are so afraid of texture. Like for me, if I put on texture, I'm like, I feel like I look messy, and then people
Right,
like,
you need to stick to one.
I'm like, okay.
Right, yeah.
Similar colours, similar like textures, everything kind of just like sits. And nobody's going to really notice what I'm wearing. I'm just blending in a sea of Uniqlo. No one's going to complain about my outfit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a sad thing to think about sometimes.
Yeah, but I get it though. I think it's like that fear of being like, but I'm not weird. I think people think it's like, just stick to the basic uniform and then no one's gonna think anything about me that's like,
I'm not, out of the norm.
Yeah.
I'm safe. I'm approachable. You can trust me,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not a weirdo.
But I am.
Yeah.
But I don't dress like one, Like,
Feel ya.
so
Yeah. Maybe you need a little bit sprinkle of weirdo in there.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Lick of weirdo there.
A little bit of use of the tongue there. Yeah.
Croc curious, light use of tongue. A slink.
How are you single?
I know.
Christ alive.
Are you single?
No.
Scrunchy or big hair clip?
Ooh. I actually did a scrunchie making workshop, which was kind of put me off scrunchies, to be honest. Everyone was like under the age of like 8, and I thought it was going to be for adults, so it made me sort of hate scrunchies for a while.
So now you associate scrunchies with
annoying children.
Okay.
Yeah. And their annoying parents as well.
It's always
nothing
the parents.
personal, no beef.
No beef with children. I was once a child.
Also
you
a child.
were once a child.
Not for very long, but I was.
But, yeah.
For a short while a child.
I was a child. I transitioned very quickly into adulthood.
Yeah. And thank fuck. Like,
Let's get rid of this one.
Yeah, get that out my sight.
Get that out of the frame. Get it off. There are moments where I'm like, I want to break out of that. I want to do something different.
Yeah.
And the longer I just dress the same way,
I
feel like I lose the confidence to almost fight against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sort of feel like you can't push yourself.
Yeah, I can't push myself.
Yeah.
And I do think a lot of people feel that way, which is why they're like, okay, I'm going to jump on this trend because it's verified by these beautiful influencers and beautiful people that this is what looks good.
Well, if they've said it is, exactly.
Yeah, and I think it becomes this cycle of,
this is
let's just all do this because that's safe.
If, say, you just did one tiny thing that was out of your
Yeah.
regular like cycle, you probably actually realise you're like, oh, okay, for starters, no one really even noticed.
No one cares.
Yeah. Because I'm always like, God, no one's even told me how amazing I look today. And it's like, yeah, because I'm not going to. But it's about how you feel, isn't it? So it's like, if you did that one tiny thing that was a little bit different and you thought, oh, fuck it, I look cool.
Yeah.
Can I swear on this?
Yes.
I think you should just try a little something, even if it's minor.
Yeah.
Small little change, and just think, I'm going out, I'm going to do it today.
So at this point of the show,
Yeah.
I always have to ask guests a question,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a really important question because we're going to be styling.
Yeah.
And we just met.
Okay.
I'm going to ask your permission.
I'm nervous.
If I can now take my clothes off.
Oh, jeez, I thought you'd never ask. Get her on.
Hello. Oh my god, I feel so cute.
You look really cute.
Thank you. I am so cute.
Do you know, it really does work on you.
This feels London almost.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
you
know what you're
have
saying.
these blends of everything, and then like I see what you mean when you said like this cottagecore.
Yeah.
Obviously with like the frills, but then there's this like fierceness, and
Yeah.
you're talking about streetwear, and at the same time it's like there's like a grunge to it.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Love
And I love this like the details here as well.
A little kappa beret.
So cute.
It
I just
actually
kind
looks
of
really
want to
good.
like
Yeah.
go play, but not in a meadow. But I want to go play like with teenagers.
Right. You want to go back to being a teenager, basically.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
want to like
Still cool.
like skate,
yeah. Ooh, that
like
skating
a
in
skate,
this
you
would be
know, a
great.
skate.
I'd like to see someone skating in one of these.
Someone, not
Yeah.
me. Maybe like
I love it.
hop on a Lime bike. Like that's the vibe. How do you feel when you see someone wearing your clothes?
It's great. It's a buzz. My brain is sort of now actually out and about in the world. So it's amazing. And you look so good.
Thank
so
you.
I love it. Yeah.
I feel so good, honestly. Like, you know, I think it might take a while for me to ever dare to wear.
This is the thing. I've definitely pushed you right in the deep end there, haven't I? But
I like
it's-
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think like I was saying that the color palette is still something that I would wear.
Right. Cool. So it's not so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not insanely crazy. That's a
like,
good sign.
Again, like playing around with the shape and stuff like that. I really enjoy it. Like I think I feel more comfortable in this than if you put me in like a frilly, lacy dress.
Yeah.
That's more like traditional, but
yeah.
this feels more like playful.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I want to go run outside with some teenagers.
Love
and
that. You're really
maybe,
pushing
like-
that, aren't you?
I don't know. So we'll get some shots of me frolicking. No teens. People are boring. And we're no longer strangers.
We're no longer strangers, but you have been styled.
I have been styled by a stranger, but dare I say, we are friends.
Yeah,
and
there
that
you
is
go.
really the point of all of this.
This is it. Aww. Thank you.